Hello everyone, my name is Priyaranjan Kumar and today I want to discuss about the second topic of light, that is the reflection. So without any wasting any time, let's start the topic. Okay then, in the last class we discussed about the luminous body and the non-luminous body. Luminous body which has their own light, we can see because they has their own light, and non-luminous body are those body which has not their own light. And if they has not their own light, then how can we see it? We can see because when light fall on them, the light will reflected back, light will return back. So this phenomenon, when that means when light falls on any surface of any material, whatever the medium is, opaque or translucent, sometimes transparent also, then it returns back into the same medium, and this phenomenon is called the reflection. Okay, then how can we define the reflection? Very easy. There can be different possible definitions of reflection. So I am writing the simplest form, and also I will improve the definition by making some changes. So look, how can we define the reflection? Very easy. Okay, reflection, very simple. Look, if there is a surface, it can be, this surface can be of transparent. If transparent, some transparent object also reflect light, it can be surface of translucent, and it can be surface of opaque. It can be rough or it can be smooth. So whenever light fall on it, look, this is a ray of light. This is the ray of light. In the last class we discussed about it. When light fall on it, what happens? It returns back into the same medium. Okay, so this phenomenon is called reflection. Reflection of light. Very easy. And whenever you want to, the definition, very easy. The bouncing back of light is called reflection. There can be another possible definition, like if light fall on the surface of any material, it returns back on the same medium. This phenomenon is called reflection of light. Very easy. So look, this is the graphically representation of reflection, in which a light is coming towards this surface, and when light falls on this surface, what happens? It returns back into the same medium. So whenever any surface is used for the reflection, that surface has given a special name, and that surface is called reflector. This surface is called reflector. And when, look, there are two definite rays. One is the ray which is coming towards the reflector, and another is the ray which is going away from the reflector. So this ray is called incident ray. This ray is called incident ray. Okay, next, the ray which returns back into the same medium is called reflected ray. This ray is called what? Reflected ray. Okay, and the point where the light incident is called point of incidence. This point is called this point on which this light fall. This point is called point of incidence. Look, when you draw a perpendicular line to the surface on the point of incidence, this line is called normal. Normal means it is perpendicular, and this line is perpendicular to the reflector, and the angle between this incident ray and this normal is called angle of incidence. This I is called what? It is not cap, it is only I. I was assumed that it is the I cap. Okay, then this is I, and this I, this a small I is the angle between which? Angle between incident ray and the normal. So this angle is called angle of incidence, and this angle means the angle between normal and reflected ray is called angle of what? Anyone tell me? Okay, very good. Angle of reflection. Easy. Okay, then now we can also mark an angle sign here because this is the angle. Now there are some hidden terms also here, and I want to explain it. Look, there is also an angle between this incident ray and this surface, and this angle is called glancing angle, and this angle is also called glancing angle. This glancing angle is for the incident, so this is GI, and this glancing angle is for reflection, so this is GR. Okay, means what is the GI? What is the angle GI? GI is glancing angle of incidence. This angle is between incident ray and the surface. Similarly, what is the GR? GR is the glancing angle of reflection. Look, there is also a thing missing here. I want to okay, then look at the board. This is the incident ray, and when this surface was not present, then what will happen? The light will go into this direction. This will be the direction of light if there will no surface, no abstraction. So this is the true direction of light. And but when this surface came between the light, what happens? The light turns back into this direction. So the direction of incident, this is the direction of incident ray, and this is the direction of reflected ray. There is an angle between direction of incident ray and the direction of reflected ray, and this angle is called the angle of deviation. What? Angle of deviation. Okay, then this is sigma. This is a special symbol like theta, gamma, delta. This is sigma. Sometimes okay, then I do not want to stuck here. So this is the angle of deviation. Okay, so we need to define each and every point part by part. So first point is incident ray. What is the incident ray? The ray of light coming towards the reflector is called Very good. Incident ray. Easy. Next is incident ray is denoted by capital I. Next is the reflected ray. What is the reflected ray? The ray of light which returns back into the same medium. Very good. The ray of light which returns back into the same medium after reflection is called reflected ray, and it is denoted by capital R. Okay, to define all of these points, I have to erase it. So make sure you written this point, only this point which is written by black ink. So I am erasing it. Okay, then I think it takes some time because in cold days. Okay, okay then. Now I can write the definition of point of incidence. Point of incidence. It is the point on which light ray incident. The point on which light ray incident is called point of incidence. Next is the normal. What is the normal? Normal is the perpendicular drawn on the point of incidence. The perpendicular to the reflecting surface. Reflecting surface is also called reflector. Reflecting surface. This whole material is reflector, but this surface, the upper surface on which reflection is happening, is called reflecting surface. Okay, the perpendicular to the reflector at point of incidence is called normal. Very good. And it is denoted by n. Next is the angle of incidence. Angle of incidence. What is the angle of incidence? The angle between incident ray and the normal. Very easy. The angle between incident ray and normal. Okay, this is denoted by small I. Next is the angle of reflection. Angle of, what is the angle of reflection? It is the angle between, very good, angle between reflected ray and normal. Okay, are you getting? Angle of reflection, and it is denoted by a small r. Next is the glancing angle of incidence. glancing angle of, okay, very good. It is the angle between what? Incident ray and surface. And it is denoted by GI. Next is the glancing angle of reflection. Okay, glancing angle of reflection. It is the angle between what? Reflected ray and surface. And this is GR. One thing remains, that is angle of deviation. Angle of, what is the angle of deviation? Okay, okay, very good. It is the angle between direction of incident ray and the direction of reflected ray. This red line represents the direction of incident ray, and this black line represents the direction of reflected ray. And this is the angle. There is the angle between. So we can say this reflected ray is deviated by this angle. Initially, it wants to go in this direction, but when this reflector came, what happens? It gets deviated by this angle. So this angle is called angle of deviation. It is the angle between direction of incident ray and reflected ray. Very good. Everyone done? Now we have to discuss about the types of reflection. Types of, one is the regular reflection, and another is the irregular reflection. Regular reflection, very easy. Regular reflection is the reflection from regular reflection is reflection from a smooth surface. Reflection from a smooth surface. And irregular reflection means reflection from rough surface. Look, I am giving the representation, the symbol representation of regular reflection, irregular reflection. This is the reflector, and here the reflector is not smooth. This is rough. So whenever on the smooth surface light incident, what happens? Let's say this is the parallel light beam which is falling. So what will happen? It returns back and returns back regularly, means as the light incident, it will returns back in the same manner. But when the light fall on this material, what will happen? This is not smooth, this is rough. Then different light goes in different direction. Then it goes in this direction, but it go in this direction, it go in this direction, and it goes in this direction. So look, this reflection, this reflected ray gets diffused. but this reflected rays are smooth, so we call it regular reflection and we call it smooth reflection. How it happens and how can we verify it? So it can be verified by when you know about the laws of reflection. So our next topic inside the reflection is laws of reflection. And students, this is very important topic in every examination, every time wherever you want to prepare for a test, wherever you want to get the admission in a, this is very common question. It is generally asked, anyone can ask you, and this is not only for light reflection valid, light valid the reflection doesn't mean this is not only for the light, it is for all of the materials, all of the light, about the sound also follow the reflection. Any ball, when you throw a ball, it hits any wall and it returns back to your position and it also follows the reflection. So this is the laws of reflection, not for the laws of reflection for light, because we are studying under the light, so we only discuss about the light, because but the laws of reflection of light doesn't means the law of reflection is only valid to light. Okay, so let me talk about the laws of reflection. Very important. Laws of, there are two laws. One law, look, this is the reflector, very good, and this is the incident ray, this is the reflected ray, this is the normal, this is the point of incidence, this is the angle of incidence, and this is the angle of reflection. First law, there are two laws of reflection. First is the angle of incidence is always equal to angle of reflection. This is the angle of incidence, this, and this is the angle of reflection, and these two angles are always equal. We can say angle I is equal to angle R. Next is the, this incident ray, this reflected ray, and this normal all lies in same plane. Incident ray, reflected ray, and normal all lies in the same plane. This is not normal, we can add one more point, and normal at point of incidence. Look, normal can be only possible at this point, normal can also possible at this point, but we are discussing the normal which is drawn at the point of incidence. That's why I added this point here. Okay, normal at point of incidence. Let uh, understand it. You understood that I is equal to R, but what does it mean? It means whenever, look, uh, this is the surface, or this, my hand is surface, and light is coming in this direction. Let's assume that this is the imaginary surface here, and light is coming in this direction, and it will go in this direction, it will go in this direction. So it means the normal is in such direction that all of these lies in a plane. This one, this one, this one. this all of these incident, reflected and normal, all these lie in same plane. It means if normal bends in the downward direction, the reflected ray always also bends the in downward direction. When normal is vertically up, then the ray of light will also go vertically up. It means when you throw a ball here, the ball will return back and go to this position. It will not go in upward position, it will not go in downward direction. Are you getting me? So this means incident ray, reflected ray and normal all lies in same plane. Okay, I think it is much clear for you, and you can understood this concept by throwing a ball on the ground. When you throw a ball, what will happen? The ball uh, rises up and it will move only forward direction. It will not turn in this direction or not turn in this direction. It means when you throw the ball in downward direction, it go in upward direction, and the normal is also vertical. If the normal is slightly bent, then the reflected ray will also bend. Are you getting me? Very easy. When you throw a ball, what will happen? When you throw a ball on the plane surface, what will happen? The ball will rise up and go in forward direction. It will not back in rightward or leftward, because normal is upward. It means the ball which is going downward and the ball which is rising up, and the normal on which uh, the uh, the normal on the point where the ball is thrown, every things are in a plane. So this is very easy, and this is the law of reflection. You need to remember it, and it can be verified by hygiene, and I will discuss about the verification in wave optics. Okay, we are only discussing the ray optics by assuming the light is a ray, but we will also discuss about the wave optics, where we will prove it that how I is equal to R. Okay, then if you came here, it means you are enjoying this video. So if you enjoyed this video, then like it, uh, share it and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Bye bye.